Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight at 5. First up, each day, thousands across Memphis battle addiction, poverty, and even crime.
And it impacts us all in different ways. Our Brittani Moncrease spoke with two parents who are now sober and the couple that helped them get there.
When it's time, it's time.
3 years ago, I got introduced to fentanyl. My mom had died. I just drowned myself in it. 2 years ago, I started doing crack. Like 95% of my day was getting high.
Like 21 years of addiction. Started off with painkillers, ended up with fentanyl. It all started off, you think fun and games, and you think you can deal with it. You always say you got it under control. Life started unfolding so quick that it just catch you by surprise, and before you know it, you just in over your head.
Drowning from addiction. Brittani Matthews and Donald McDade have been together 22 years and have 4 children.
We kind of hid it, but I could tell the older ones were starting to notice.
Impacting their behavior as well.
School, for sure. It was a ring of kids, 4 of them, like a 17, a 15-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 12-year-old. And my son was the 12-year-old, and they were stealing cars and carjacking.
You can't really put the blame on the kids, you know, because they go through a roller coaster of events too.
A roller coaster hitting its peak when Brittani woke up in a hospital after overdosing.
One time I did the least would be the one time that I OD'd. All I could think about is what if, when they Narcan me, if I didn't come back, like my kids and everything.
So Brittani and Donald went to rehab, now 51 days sober.
I always said, I want to go to treatment, but what do we do with the kids? Who's going to keep the kids?
A question answered by Flanders Field's Ben and Jessica Owen, who both battled addiction and now helps others. They helped foster Brittani and Donald's kids and are fixing this home given to them by a family member.
This is the price I pay to stay clean. This is a huge gap we've got in Shelby County. There is nowhere for parents to go together to get better, and there's nowhere for their kids to go while they get better. The second you start looking at what created the problem and start pointing fingers, that's where progress stops. So to be able to bring a community together and have everybody get behind one of these efforts, that's the only way we're ever going to see anything change.
And change could not have come at a more perfect time.
I'm so thankful because there is a chance that we could be dead, you know, and our kids could be with family because we chose to use drugs.
It feels like a new slate, like a new slate.
Great start for that family. Well, Brittani has interviewed Ben and Jessica Owens and their volunteers on previous work they've done for people battling addiction. The renovations to the house are completely free for Brittani and Donald. The home will be complete over the next several weeks, ready for Brittani, Donald, and their children to all move in together.
I'm happy to see they got the help they need.
Yeah.